44%. The number of 18 to 24-year-old voters in California for the 2008 presidential election. Does it surprise you that over half of the eligible voters did not vote for president? Would it also surprise you that only 15,000 of these youths are actually registered to vote? In 1970, the 26th Amendment was passed, lowering the voting age from 21 to 18. Sadly, this privilege is often neglected. My generation has seemingly ignored civic responsibility. But I believe we can get involved now. It starts in the community. Today, there are numerous youth groups available who contribute in a variety of ways. Kiwans and Leos are clubs that have branched from the larger organizations, Kiwanis International and the Lions Club. These high school students put in thousands of hours a year to support causes such as cancer and the homeless, and also donate thousands of dollars towards these charities. Yet, in California, Nevada, Hawaii's District 15, only 5% of high school students are involved in Key Club. Is this acceptable? Too many times, I see my peers brush off the economic difficulties and pretend that they do not pertain to us, not realizing that sooner than expected, they will be our problems. For most of us, it will be within the next year. Going to college and having to pay the ever-soaring tuition costs, trying to find a job, a reasonable place to live, gas money, these problems are not going to disappear. What young people need to do is look around them and see the human value in the world. We are also overwhelmed with computers, electronics, and gadgets that do everything for us, that we have lost a personal touch. We need to talk to people, find out what the problems are, get our hands dirty, and work on making things better economically and politically. Personally, I have been fortunate enough to be in a family where civic responsibility plays an important role. My mother, for example, is one of 18 district trustees in 3 states for Kiwanis International, where she has led countless efforts to improve the lives of children locally and worldwide. She also was recently elected to a local school board, further evidence of her desire to help the community. Being hands-on with these programs has opened my eyes to the social and political world. I also plan to implement these processes into my life in the future. I consider myself lucky to have the opportunity to see the direct processes and legislative choices made within the schools and the community organizations. 50 years ago, a young president stood before an anxious nation and challenged, "Ask not what your country can do for you, ask what you can do for your country." We need to stand up and be ready for our time to come and make a difference.